Normally, I wouldn't come on here to talk about soccer. I'm actually not a big soccer fan, but something about this Morocco versus France game, it isn't just about football or what we call soccer. It carries history, identity, pride, and the story of a country that I am about to call home. Hi, my name is Kalima Fergus Ayele. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I am an international school leader as well as the founder and CEO of Round Trip Ticket Home, where we use design thinking tools to support schools and school leadership teams in building cultures of connection and belonging. And throughout the energy of all of this FIFA World Cup here in the United States, that's all I'm feeling is the story of connection and belonging. If you know me, you know that I am not a huge fan of spectator sports, but being in New York City right now, I have to say the energy is absolutely infectious. And I'm seeing the ways in which we can leverage the energy of sports and sports matches to really bring us together and to help us shape and reshape what it means to be human. But the other thing I want to think about is why this matters so much, right? Why it seems so significant that here, really right around the 250th birthday of the United States of America, which was really created as an experiment to say, we don't buy it. We don't buy into the hierarchy of human beings. We don't buy into the idea that some people get to be free and some don't. We are not falling for the okey doke. That's what the United States of America was founded upon. Are we there yet? Not even close. But that's why we call it an experiment, is because we are meant to work and design and build toward that vision until the end of time. There is no end to this game. And that's one of the things that I think people lose sight of is there is an infinite game at play. It never ends. And the game of being human on this planet has always been a struggle for liberation, for freedom from oppression, for all the things, the ideals that the humans want are all built into the documents that were established in the founding of this country. And so, in some ways, what we're seeing is just that game play out over and over again. And so, we think about soccer is meant to be a game that anyone can access in any part of the world. And you don't need much, right? So you hear some of these soccer players talking about how they might have grown up in areas that were hugely economically disadvantaged. I've been in places where I lived where kids made soccer balls out of plastic bags and just bound them together into that sphere and then just kicked it around. So soccer really is created as one of those games that really can tie everyone together because of the universality of the access to the game. Now, Morocco and France came together in the semifinals in 2022. So this is not the first time there's been this head-to-head. But you think about the relationship between these two countries where in 1912, Morocco, as a French protectorate, existed until its independence in the 50s. And then you also think about World War II, where Morocco joined in with France. So they've had this relationship over decades, over more than a century. In Morocco, they speak French. That's part of their culture. There are millions of Moroccans living in France. There are millions of French people living in Morocco. Decades of colonial history means that these two countries and a long journey towards sovereignty. When these two teams step onto the field, all of that is coming to the forefront. It's a beautiful modern arena where a complex past meets a proud present moment. And so this matchup means so much more than a trophy. So as an educator who has spent over 30 years in schools working with young people and adults around challenges related to identity and belonging. I am really enjoying the way that World Cup is bringing these ideas to the forefront. When you watch the energy and the excitement, not just of the Moroccan people in the diaspora globally, but all of the Africans, everyone saying, we are all Moroccan, cheering as this country wins, is really phenomenal. And it says a lot about the fluidity of our identity. The fact that when I'm in New York, I will represent Brooklyn. When I'm in Brooklyn, I'll represent my home neighborhood in Brooklyn. When I leave New York, I'm representing New York. When I leave the United States, I'm representing the United States. So even in our communication about who we are, shifts based on where we are and the ways in which we can adopt that energy and that emotion connected to just our shared desire to be human and to be connected and to experience joy and triumph, and all of that comes together in these moments. So it's just a reminder to me that belonging isn't even about where you live or where you're from. It's fluid. You can always feel a sense of connection and identity and belonging just based on being a human being. Whether you're a diehard sports fan, which I'm not, or somebody like me who just appreciates the joy and the energy and the enthusiasm that you can pick up by seeing other people feel joyful, I'd love to know your thoughts. How have you been seeing sports bring culture to life? This is the same energy we experience with the Knicks championship. It's global. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you can follow more of my journey. I'm going to be moving to Morocco soon, and you'll be getting videos there where I can share more about what it's like and how I'm experiencing the culture and the energy in real time. Thanks. Bye for now.